Son of a bitch.
Hey guys, welcome. My name's Josh. That didn't go exactly as planned. So after 30 straight days of shooting with a cell phone, I was really looking forward to breaking out the 1DX and shooting some stuff with my actual camera, but my camera had something else in mind. So off to Canon for repairs, and in the meantime, we're gonna make do with my phone, which is something we're gonna talk about anyway on this channel, filmmaking with a cell phone. God, I'm showing my age, cell phone. Does anyone call it a cell phone anymore? Smartphone? iPhone? I use an iPhone, whatever you guys use. Technology today is just crazy, isn't it? We have these powerful devices in our pockets. My phone shoots 4K video. As you may have seen if you've been watching this channel, I just completed a 30-day challenge shooting B-roll, and about 90% of that was done on my iPhone. And so I want to build on that momentum, and I'd like to produce a video and put something out at least once a week, just to stay on top of my game, learn some more, keep talking to you guys, make some friends. Who knows, maybe I'm just shouting into the void, hoping that something answers back. But anyway, this is my personal little corner of the internet, and I'm entitled to talk as much as I want, I suppose, regardless of whether anyone is listening. I want to share some of the things that I know about Photoshop and Premiere and some of the different programs, as well as just different tricks and techniques I've picked up along the way. If you've been following me longer than the 30-day challenge, you know that I post maybe once every month or so. But the last month, I've been consistent and I've posted every single day for 30 straight days. It's the longest consistent amount of time I've ever filmed anything. And so I would like to talk today a little bit about the challenge itself, and hopefully as we get going and I can maybe continue doing this week after week, we'll get more into some details on how exactly I achieved a cinematic look with an iPhone. I know there's 100 different videos out there on YouTube right now explaining some of the same things, but I want to talk to you guys about either some things that they haven't talked about or just want to double down on some stuff that I learned personally while undergoing this challenge. So if you are listening, if you have stuck around this long and you plan on actually following me a little bit longer, ring the bell. You'll be notified next time I post a video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things that YouTubers tell you to do. Show me some love. Let's keep this thing going. Let's talk about art and let's build a community. I was really wanting to wait until I had my camera back before I started this little vlog series, but something inside me told me that I needed to just push through and make this happen, because if I didn't do it now, I wasn't going to do it at all. Peter McKinnon famously says that done is better than perfect, or something along that line. I might be paraphrasing. And I think that's a good mantra to begin with. I've always been more of a perfectionist, and so I want to spend a lot of time, and if it's not perfect, I tend to not put it out there. That's one thing that this challenge forced me to do, is it forced me to let go of that part of me that wanted everything to be perfect and to just push forward and go. I didn't have time to second guess anything. I just came up with a concept, executed, and moved on. Was it perfect? No, there were definitely places that I wish I would have done some things a little bit differently, maybe pushed it a little bit better, but in the end, I'm happy with what I did, and it taught me a lot. It helped me focus on deadlines for sure. When you're trying to put out a video every single day, my God, that is hard. If you've never done that, I highly suggest you give this a try. It's going to improve not only your filmmaking, but your time management skills, like tremendously, like crazy. There were definitely weeks where I had things coming up, I had things going on that I knew I wasn't gonna be able to film. So I tried to budget my time, and at points, I would film multiple things. There was one weekend I filmed 3 different things in one day. There were the botanical gardens in Oklahoma City. Right next to them was a pumpkin patch. Afterwards, when we went out for dinner, I filmed my dinner, looking like a classic hipster there. I gave myself enough footage that I could actually cut together all 3 videos that weekend because I knew the next few days were gonna be very busy and hard on me. So I actually got the videos done the next day. And the good thing about YouTube is you can actually schedule your uploads. You don't have to publish immediately. You can publish them and set a schedule for when you want them to release, and that helped me a lot. I was able to take a couple days off while still producing a video every single day. Some might call that cheating, but for me, it's good time management. Something else I learned was to not second guess yourself. There were several ideas that I had that I kind of tossed to the side that I felt, nah, that's not a good idea, but they kept sticking with me. And then there were those days where I couldn't think of anything, and I found myself going back to those original ideas that I didn't think were any good, and I just did them. Regardless of whether I thought it was going to be good or not, I pushed forward. There were things like changing a light bulb or checking the mail, things that may seem stupid, but I wanted to see if I could turn them into something cinematic somehow. I would definitely suggest keeping an idea journal. Even if you're not doing a challenge, specifically something like this, any filmmaker, we get ideas, we disregard them. Sometimes the idea may not be wrong, it's just not right for this time. So you always want to keep track of those ideas because it's something you could come back to. I definitely got to know my equipment a lot better, that's for sure. I filmed this, like 90% of this on my iPhone. And I use Filmmaker Pro, but there are 100 different apps out there that you can download that are gonna help unlock your phone's potential. For me, Filmmaker Pro was the easiest to navigate, but I know there's a good one from Moment and some other apps, but I would strongly suggest you go download an app, any app. There are free apps. Filmmaker Pro, I think I paid $15 to unlock all of its like full potential, but it was worth it because I've unlocked the ability to adjust my frame rates and color codes. I can shoot in 4K or 1080p. I can choose. As a creative professional, you definitely want to have access to the manual settings on whatever you're filming with. You never want to leave anything up to chance. I mean, I've done it before, especially when I was starting out and I didn't know what I was doing, but the more you know, the more you learn. It's always better to shoot manual. That way you were the one controlling the project and not your equipment. Equipment is never going to be as intelligent as the human behind it. I love all things art, and I want to share that with this group, however many of you are out there. It might not be that many, but you know what? Let's build a community. Let's talk about art. Let's have fun. That's what this is about. I have no preconceived notions of getting famous or making money at this. I'm just here to talk with whoever wants to listen. So join in the conversation, leave me a comment, let's talk about stuff. Guys, seriously, thank you for watching me. I've always been one of those guys that's more comfortable behind a camera than in front of it, so this is a new experience for me. I'm trying something, putting myself out there, and if anyone wants to stick around, see where this goes, I appreciate you guys coming for the trip. Until next time, guys, stay creative.